All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, it's pulling. Now guys, this is a steep hill. Let me tell you how steep it is. And hit a little drifter. And guys, welcome back to Trail Tested, and we have a very special one for you today. This is the Jumper Go by KingBull. This is a 48-volt full suspension mountain bike that is equipped with a torque sensor. So let's get this out of the box, go over some specs, and get the jumping and going on the trail. Let's go. And here we have it. Pow! It is the Jumper Go by KingBull. Now this is premium looking right out of the box for sure. This has a 750 watt rear hub motor on it with a 20 amp hour battery inside there. But let's get to it right away. This isn't your typical hub motor. This is one of my favorites. It is the Bafang motor. Yes, these motors put out some serious low-end torque, about 80 Newton meters of torque as a matter of fact. This bike peaks out at 1500 watts, so I can't wait to test some of that power on the trail today. And with that 20 amp hour battery, we have Samsung cells integrated into the frame right there, so that is sweet to see. Now with those 20 amp hours and this torque sensor, you're probably going to get about 80 miles of claimed range. We'll put a little testing to that today. Now, really quick, KingBull is not new to the game. They've been making bikes since 2010, and in around 2020, they started manufacturing e-bikes. So they know what they're doing when it comes to building bikes and the performance of them. Now, the first thing I'm noticing right out of the bat, I went right into here, and yes, it is a DNM rear hydraulic shock there with adjustable dampening and rebound right there. So very good to see. I love the design of this, how it goes into the frame like that. Very clean looking with that like double wishbone suspension there. This should be plush. And since we're talking suspension, boom, let's bump over here real quick to the front forks. These are inverted forks, very nice, kind of like motorcycle style. They are Zoom. This is a good little name brand right there. And these front forks will give you about 100 millimeters of travel up and down there. And that rear DMM will give you about 50 millimeters of travel. All right, let's bump over to the chain ring right here. Very nice. We have a 42 tooth chain ring right there. I like that. We got the branded crank right here, Pro Wheel, very nice. And for the pedals, we got some alloy pedals. And we do have some little nubby teeth on there. So that should be good for on the trail for some gripping and ripping. And following that chain ring right on back to the derailleur. We got the Shimano Atlas derailleur. Very trustworthy. I've had a lot of these before. And it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gears on the cassette back there. And pair that all up with that torque sensor in here. That should make for some really good exercise and pedaling going on. And coming up for a little quality control, we're checking out the welds here. Very seamless welds. They look nice. I don't see any slag splatter or anything like that from the welding. Very nice there. The battery is integrated into the frame there, which is a very slick look. Yeah, since we're on the battery, you get a little safety feature to keep that battery in there tucked in for you. Pop that one time. Rip that and you hit this little button and that comes out so easily and so nicely. And since it's out, let's check out some specs quick on here. And sure enough, we got the 48 volt, 960 watt hours, and it can take in a 3 amp current charge. So do we have a fast charger for this? We'll find out soon. And for reinstalling the battery, no problem, one-handed right there. Hit that, you'll hit that, you got the click, and you're good to go. And popping over to the front wheel right here, we got them 20x4s, and you know we got those Kendras. Those are good tires. That's good to see on there. And pow! Now it looks like we have a 180 millimeter rotor on there with the 4-piston Tektro hydraulic brakes on there. That's going to be for some good stopping power, front and back. We're running those Tektros. And for thickness right there, we're coming in at about 2.3 millimeters thick. So very nice rotors. Now swinging on back to the rear rack. It is a very nice rear rack. Very heavy duty. Love the texture of it. Love the design of it. And it is strong, and I'm talking strong. If you need to run a little DoorDash, go hunting, or go out for some groceries, check it out. Pow! This is the biggest rack I have in my garage that I could find, and it fits back there perfectly. If you got to run some DoorDash, this would be an ideal unit right here. Now, this is my own rack. KingBull, they sell some cool bags and some racks of their own on their website, so check that out. But nonetheless, just wanted to give you guys a look on how that would look if you are rolling with some cargo. Now, because this is a 20-inch fat tire bike opposed to a 26-inch bike, this is a very user-friendly bike. Anybody could pretty much get on this bike and ride it. Coming from the ground up, the seat is at 33 inches, so that is nice and low at that seat point. seat post at its lowest point there, that should be able to fit anybody pretty comfortably. And with a 260 max payload, you can put some weight on this bike, so no worries there. Coming up to the top, we do have a really nice mud guard in the back there. It is plastic, so nice and quiet going down the trails. You got the seat here. It's actually pretty nice. It's plush. Not only, it's got something I haven't seen before. It's got these little air vents built on the inside there. And flowing up with the design, there's the battery, and there's their logo right there, very sharp. And we'll keep rolling up, and pow, we got the handlebars. Very nice BMX style. I am right at home with these. And coming over to the grips here, as you can see, we have a half twist throttle, very nice. The grips are kind of a hard rubber, not too bad. We'll see how that does. And we got those Tektro hydraulics up top. Ooh, they feel good in the finger. 1 finger, 2 finger, nice. And this Shimano branded shifter right here, very sweet. These are slick, very good style right there. And scrolling on through is the display. We'll get back to that in just a minute. And swinging on over here, we got some adjustments for our speeds, our power button, and it looks like a horn and a light button. All right, let's fire the KingBull up. Click and hold that just for a second. And wow, the display is on. Let's crack this freshie off there. Whoa, very nice looking display. As the plastic is on there, the display looks normal, and you take the plastic off, and it's got some craziness going on right here. I don't know what's up with the pixelating. I'm sure that will work itself out. It's fixing itself. See, this bike can fix itself. All right, very nice looking display. I'm sitting in the direct sunlight right now outside. Oh, I got a little bit of shade right there, but nonetheless, you can read that very nicely. Click over here at that plus button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of pedal torque assist. Now, we're not going to be messing with the P settings or anything today. We're going to leave it as it is. Looks like we got a nice little bar up there to tell us our battery. All right, and then as you click the power button right there, you got your voltage readout. Very nice to have. That is crucial. Much more reliable than a battery readout. And check it out. We got the time on there. Amps. Ooh, very nice. All right, and we got the odometer, miles an hour, and trip. So we got some stuff to play with right there. Very cool. Let's check this out real quick. Let's hit this headlight. Pa-pow! Pa-pow! And let's try out the horn. Nice little trail-friendly horn. Very nice to hear. And on the back, wham! Very nice slick-looking retro tail light right there. And we'll put the brake light on there. Very cool. Nice little brake light. Now, when you crack the box open, you get some goodies here. You get yourself a nice little derailleur guard. I will be installing this. I like to ride hard. That protects your derailleur in the back there. A very nice assembly guide and your owner's manual. That'll teach you everything, how to put it together, and it's all in really good English. No broken English, easy to read. Got a manual for the display. You get yourself a nice little tire pump, and check it out. They give you their own toolkit. They even got it branded right here, KingBull. And it's got everything you need to assemble this bike right there. You get 2 stickers. This technically can be a legal Class 2 bike, so that is very cool to see. Some states, you just can't even ride the Class 3s in anymore. So it's good to see they're supplying you with a Class 2 and a Class 3 sticker in the back there. And let's get into the charger here. All right, and bam, right there is a 3 amp charger. So this is a fast charger right here. This should charge this battery up completely from 0 in about 8 hours. Now, there are a few things to assemble, but it was very easy. You put the bars on and up, you put the headlight on, and they put that front tire on, which is very easy to do. It is a lightweight front end since it's not a dual motor. Now, once you get this thing fully assembled, you're gonna come over, you're gonna sit on it, and you're gonna notice that this shock is way too stiff. So if you get this bike and you do not have an air shock pump, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna pop off this cap right here, snick it off, and then go in there and barely, just barely, take out just a little bit of air and then sit on it and then see how that feels and then do it again if you need to let out a little more air. Now, there's a lot of mathematical equations to set the proper sag on one of these rear air shocks, but here's the thing, 20% is what you want. So this is the sag ring right here. When you sit on the bike, you want this to go down to right about there when you sit on it, about 20% of the travel. And that will give you your proper sags. So when you're going through the trails, you are nice and cushioned like a pillow. And then from there, you can adjust your rebound right here with the compression setting right there. And that will help if you want that fast rebound or if you want a nice slow rebound. And then you're good to go. So nonetheless, if you're gonna purchase this bike, I highly recommend picking up one of these air pumps right here for the shocks. They're cheap, 10 bucks off Amazon, and they do the trick. All right, guys, I'm way too excited. That's enough chitty chatter for now. Let's get the Jumper Go on the trail and let's get it sent. Let's go. All right, guys, coming in hot. I just want to give you a quick look on how I look on this bike before we hit the trail. I am 5'9". I'm standing next to the seat post all the way down right there. It's way below my waist, so plenty of room for shorter riders right there. All right, just a quick look there. So now, ooh, nice suspension. All right, let's hit the trail. Let's go. All right, guys, ready, jump, go. We are saddled up. We are in pedal assist 0, so we got no power coming in whatsoever. I'm pedaling this like a bike. All the power is coming from my legs. We're going up my driveway. I'm having no problems pedaling. No problems at all. I'm going good right there. All right, enough of that. Let's bump it up to pedal assist 1. Ooh, a nice smooth kick of power right there. All right, let's go through the gears quick. 3, 4, 5, 6. They feel really good. Let's bump it up to pedal assist 2. All right, very smooth. I'm just giving it my own power right there. As soon as I press into those pedals, you can hear the motor spool up a little bit. Very nice. That is a nice torque sensor there. Let's bump it up to pedal assist 3, and let's bump it up to 6th gear. Oh yeah, nice kick of power, no problem. Bump it up to gear 8 there, pedal assist 4, and we'll push down a little bit harder. Oh yeah, this thing's sending. Okay, we'll have to slow her down a little bit in my neighborhood, but it rips. All right, going uphill here, right into the pedals. Very nice, very smooth. All right, we're still in pedal assist 4. We'll just give it some gas here. Hey, yeah, oh, this thing takes off with that throttle. All right, the throttle is limited at 21 miles an hour or 20 miles an hour. It is a class 2 bike right there. But now we're gonna pump it up to pedal assist 5, and then we're gonna crank on these pedals and see where that gets us real quick. Oh yeah, putting in the work. We're going uphill. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, I see the 30 there. Oh man, this thing takes off. I like that. Very natural cadence, very smooth. Yeah, checking out the balance. Trying to shake it myself with my butt. Very balanced bike. A little death wobble test. No death wobbles. Nice. Check. Right off the bat, what I'm noticing is this suspension. I feel like I'm riding on a cloud. It is so nice. As you compress it, the front and the rear both go down at the same time. That's what you want to see on these nicer mountain bikes like this. All right, guys, I'll be keeping track of the range for you today. I'll share that at the very end with you guys today. Yeah, so far so good. You hear a little bit of tire noise from those nubby Kendras, but nonetheless, pretty quiet on that. And the motor, it's got a nice little hum to it. It's nice. It's kind of cool, right? When you get into the pedals, you feel that kick on and start spooling. Now I'm loving the width of these bars. They are shoulder width apart. Very nice. All right, we got a big hill coming up. I'm gonna crank on it and see how fast we can get up this hill. Ready, set, and go. All right, oh, you can't hit the throttle at the same time. All right, I'm cranking up it now. All right, we are tossing up the hill at 24 miles an hour. Oh yeah, 25. Man, this bike is stable too. I don't feel any wiggles or wobbles or nothing weird coming from that. All right, guys, we're busting in right down here, down through a little bit of gravel. Oh yeah, nice brakes on that, very slick. All right, we're on the east side of the lake right now. We're gonna be doing a full loop basically around this today. Very beautiful day, almost 90-degree day. So that's gonna be putting a good stress test to those controllers and motors on this KingBull. But first, a little suspension check. Oh yeah, right up and over, brake check. All right, check it out. You can basically bring this bike anywhere. It is very portable. And here's the thing, you need to turn it around. It has a really nice grip on the right back here of the seat there. You can swoop it and swap it just like that. You're back around. So very movable, very nice. All right, let's check those front forks real quick. Here we go. Oh, very smooth, very nice. All right, guys, we made it to the trail. Let's get some sending happening. Let's do it. Hey, you got to make those emergency turnarounds. No problem on the Bafang. All right, here we go. Full send. All right, guys, we're coming into the trail. We have made it to the trail where this thing belongs. This thing is roasting through, no problems there. Very nice. Oh man, this thing is smooth as butter. Oh yeah, cutting through, no problem. All right, guys, we are gonna go full send on this trail. Oh, these Kendras are gripping good too. Man, I am not feeling a single bump in the road. I am on a magic carpet ride right now, cutting through this trail real quick and easy. Oh, blasting down here. Here we go, here comes a fast little turn. We're gonna see if we can't drift this corner. Oh, full driftage, and back on the gas. Coming in just hot. This thing is just ripping. It'll get you so much speed going on. And hit a little drifter right there, and we cranking back up the hill. Let's do a full brake check here at 20 miles an hour on the gravel. Whoa, those fronts are good. Don't grab those in the dirt, you'll go over. Nonetheless, check out that braking. Solid skid mark right there. KingBull, it can stop. You all right?
Yeah. That one.
Epic. All right, the camera guy is getting paid today. He's doing his job. All right, guys, we are ripping through the trail. We're gonna watch our brakes this time. Take this 90-degree turn, drift mode. Oh yeah, drift mode activated. All right, thread the needle, and we have made it. We are at Cedar Farms. All right, we got some Formula FD corners coming up. All right, we're hitting these, yep. Yep, all right, and we're hitting the off-road. Oh, and we got a fisherman, we'll slow down for him. Oh yeah, busting those corners, ripping this thing, feeling so nice, so good. All right, we got the European F1 Formula corners coming up. We'll test the handling out severely on these. Oh yeah, no problem hitting those grips, get a few strokes in. Take that, put the front foot out. Very nice handling. This thing is buttery, man, very nice, very smooth. Ooh, got a little pedal stroke right there. Did you guys hear that pedal strike? That's from having these lower tires. Once you get down to that pedal so low, you could possibly strike that pedal down there, so be careful on that. All right, guys, we have made it back to Cedar Farms. We have a massive, grassy, thick uphill we're gonna climb here, and then we're gonna send it back down. So let's get this torque sensor cranking and see what kind of power, if we can't get us up this hill or not. All right, and we have it in 3, 2, 1, and full send. All right, here we go. Whoa, yeah, no problem going up. Oh yeah, like a breeze. Here comes a road coming up, and oh, practically jumped the road, and full sends all the way up. Oh, very sweet. Man, no problems whatsoever climbing that hill. Now, let's go back down. And we're off. Here we go, and down. Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll send through there. All right, absolutely no problems climbing that hill or coming back down. Very smooth ride, very nice. And all right, guys, we are exiting Cedar Trail. Full domination from the KingBull. Very nice performance. I'm hearing a little bit of rattling coming from inside here, it sounds like. I'm gonna investigate that shortly to see what that rattling's coming from. Nonetheless, everything's holding up very nice and very tight. All right, guys, this 20 amp hour Samsung battery is doing really good. I am at 8 miles, almost 9 miles in, and I still have full bars, nothing dropped. Nor am I noticing any voltage sag whatsoever either. All right, guys, let's check that 0 to 20 real quick and do a full send, shall we? All right, here we go. Pedals just kicking off. They're at 12, 15, and 20. Got to get on the brakes already. All right, full send through the trail like we do at this time. All right. Oh, I love the suspension. It's like a roller coaster going through this. Getting some really good exercise, getting those pedal strokes in. Very nice. All right, guys, we are sending at 24. Put a little more power down. We're catching up to Gabe. Record speed. And we are back on the road. Now this thing absolutely dominated the trails. Now let's go ahead and find the steepest hill I possibly can find around and see if we can't make it up the steepest grade hill. Let's hit it. All right, guys, we are about 12 miles in. We have hop jumped Go right over to the nice little baseball field. And then we have also made it to the hill climb of doom. Now, no 750 watt motor has been able to make it up here. I've had one that came close, and that also did have the Bafang motor, but it did not have a torque sensor. So let's take the hop jump Go and let's see if we can't conquer that. All right, guys, hope you can see me down there. All right, let's run it. I got all the power up and I'm in my lowest gear. So let's attack this hill. Let's hit it. All right, here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, it's pulling. It's making it. Oh, stress test. Yes, yes, it did it. Oh, freaking sweet. Now, guys, this is a steep hill. Let me tell you how steep it is. It's steep. This is the first 750 watt that made it up that. So way to go, KingBull, on taking that torque and putting out those numbers. Awesome. And guys, if you are in tight spots like this and you need to push this bike around, click and hold that minus button and you'll go into ghost ride mode. Just like that, it's riding on its own. Sweet. All right, 13 miles in and we only lost 1 bar. Doing absolutely fantastic. Taking it right here. Come on in, watch for the old Cadillac, sick. Yeah, what an epic ride today though, guys. I highly recommend this bike for anybody. If you are a taller rider, this will suit you just fine. If you are a shorter rider, you can hop on this and get going, no problem down the trail. Now I wanna give a big thanks to KingBull for sending me out this bike for review. They didn't ask to review my videos, say anything, do anything. They just sent it out and said, have some fun. And that's what we're doing. We're going and we're jumping. We got the Jumper Go. All right, guys, we have made it back into the compound. And as we come through the Dragon's Back right back here, we got one more hit for you. We got ourselves a little kicker ramp. That was a harsh landing. We bottomed the forks out, but did anything break? We sent it there, guys. All right, now, don't ride like me. Remember, don't do this stuff. I only jump and ride like this to see what's gonna come loose and what's gonna break, and everything seems good. Nice. Yeah, guys, what an absolutely epic ride today on the KingBull. That was so much fun. This thing did absolutely dominated everything up there. Checking out the dash up here. We're at 51.3 volts right there. We lost one battery bar. I will show you the official range data and speed for you too. 14 miles, only lost one bar, and I was fully on that throttle. I was pedaling hard as I could. I was really ripping this thing. Those Samsung batteries are doing what they're supposed to do. This bike is retailing right under $2,000, and that's a good price point. I like it, it's fair. This thing absolutely dominated. Now, a couple things that I would like to see changed, maybe for the next version, is that these grips, they're kind of a hard plastic. I'm slipping off them pretty quick and easy. As soon as they get wet, I'm slipping. Nonetheless, you can always change those out by yourself. Super easy like right there. And I'm noticing some vibration or some noises going on in here. So let's pull this battery out and take a really quick look what's going on. Now, after investigating, it's not the battery that's rattling at all or anything like that. Coming on in here, and underneath here, you've got the wire managements underneath here. I believe, listen to this, I believe that there are just a couple little loose wires in there that are rattling against the aluminum right there and making that sound. So nonetheless, that is something you can fix too, but that's a quality control issue that I would like to see fixed for the next one so we don't have that rattling whatsoever. I would like to see these forks have some adjustments, some compression and rebound adjustments up top. That's going to be better for the heavier people that can tighten those up if they want to tighten them up. At my 150-pound weight, these forks work great for me. No complaints whatsoever. I mean, I took it off that 6-foot jump and I did bottom it out, but nonetheless, it held on good and tight. Yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on the bike. Overall, very nice. The brakes, solid suspension, good frame, good. I'm liking this bike a lot. If I can save you any money, I'll have some discount codes pointed. And go ahead and check the link below. That's where I'll have this bike down at. But nonetheless, this is the Jumper Go. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hey, stay a trail happy. Peace.